Hi, welcome to Beadinkrazy Custom Creations. I'm Miss Frances, and today we're going to do some diamond painting, and these are, it's on both sides, and they're mirrored compacts. And I picked out two different, well, this is square, and then I picked out an oval one to do with you. I know I should have. I'm just having kind of a really hard time. It's like dragging this foot along with me, and believe me, I can't wait to be in a walking boot. I can't. So that being said, let's get you down and let's get started. You got to peel off your little, I'm sorry, the camera's usually over here, your little acetate page. I've got my case that I put all my diamonds in for these because it was like a pack of 10. So I am, however, missing my fancy tool that Miss Stacy got me. I can't seem to find where I put it. It must be in there in my bag somewhere. But we're going to get started on this one. I got tweezers out in case I needed them. I have a little bit bigger container to put them in. Plus it has like a little hole in the corner so you can pour them back in easier. You can also flip them out easier too. But, you know, that's the way it goes. I'll put some wax on my cheap tool that I have here that I'm going to use for now, because I don't know where my fancier one is. Okay. Let me see. Well, we're going to start with, let me get you down here so you can see what I'm doing. I might even zoom you in a little bit. There. All right. Okay, I only need one of these. That's for the center. Okay, first one done. All right. I need the letter M, and I need a few of these. Funny, they don't look like, I think they must go this way. I'm gonna say they go this way. I could be wrong, but I'm just trying to put them the way it looks like they're supposed to go. Now, I got these off of Amazon. There's a box of 10, so you get 2 of each, like 2 ovals, 2 hearts, 2 squares, 2 rectangles. There was, I believe, 10 in the pack. And it was around, I want to say it was around about 30 bucks for the kit, which I thought I'd do more of them, really, but It's so hard to, it's been hard to move around, really, too much. All right. There's a letter M done. All right, H. Looks like there's a few of those. I'll show you in a minute. I know that it's not, you can see what I'm doing, but you can't really see it that close. I'm afraid to zoom in any closer because I think it'd probably be, I don't know if it'll get blurry or not, and I don't know how much further it would zoom in. We can try. Yeah, it kind of looks blurry, don't it? Alright, well, we'll just leave it at that for the moment. I've already made a few of these for my granddaughters and my daughter-in-law. So I don't get to my next doctor's appointment's on the June the 13th, and then they'll take the stitches out, and hopefully I'll be in a walking boot. I don't know what they're barking about. Sorry about that. That's the thing with doing it upstairs. They're doing what they're supposed to do, but sometimes they just bark at nothing. Or they hear stuff that, I mean, they can hear the Amazon driver deliver even if he doesn't set my ring off. So they hear it. And then they start the barking. Really only takes one of them to bark, and then they're all going. I've been having some trouble sleeping. It's hard to sleep when you got a big honking bandage on your foot and you can't get comfortable. So, yeah, I'm lucky if I'm asleep by, I think I didn't fall asleep till after 6:30 this morning. And then, of course, my dogs woke me up because, they got to do their business, so. Alright, that's it for that. Oops. I don't know how I managed to do that, but I did. this is what we got so far. Okay. Next I'm going to go with the letter F. I probably poured way too many, but that's okay. I know I just couldn't seem to get my stuff together this week to do any other videos. And yesterday I just seemed to be overly tired yesterday, so I kind of hung around in my bedroom watching TV because I didn't feel like I was just overly tired from not sleeping well. So I think it'll be better once they put the boot on, because then I think I can actually take it off. When it comes time to go to bed, I don't have to wear the boot to bed. Thank God. So, and yeah, I'll be happy just to move around, because I've accidentally stepped down on it a couple of times, and it's yeah, I had some exquisite pain there from stepping down on it. So I'm sure that, and then they'll probably going to send me to physical therapy for a while, which I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. And I'm okay with the physical therapy. I mean, I did it on my back, and for that sciatica pain I had, and it made a world of difference. Just going in there twice a week just to get them to, doing the exercises and having them stretch my back out. It made a world of difference. Oops. What is, oh. Dang it, my wax came out here. No, we're not doing that. Get back in there. Thought I picked one up, and I didn't. Okay. Alright, there's some more here. It's hard to see. And it's a little hard to see whether you, yeah, I see where I missed some H's, but I'll go back and get them. Come on. I have to get some more wax because it's not wanting to pick up now. Come on. Give me some more wax. It's not picking up. Miss Wanda did one of these recently, and she did I think it was like a flaming skull. It was pretty cool. I got a big one. I still need to finish it. But got a little burnout on that one. It's too big. It's really big. I'll get it done. I just have too many other projects that I'm working on. Too many projects I started at once. I'll start on one sometimes and I get bored with it, and then I gotta move on to something different. That's not, that's not fun, but then you have all these projects started that you haven't finished. I do eventually get them finished. I have to go back to it when I'm in the mood to do it. Like I have done some work on my quilt, embroidering my quilt, but I didn't do a lot of work on it. I can only stand to wear my regular glasses for so long. That's the problem. I don't know why. But when that happens, I just stop working on it, because if I wear them too long, I don't know why, they give me a headache. Right now I'm wearing readers, but my other glasses would be a lot clearer, but after a while they'd give me a headache, so I just rather wear the readers. Looking around to see if I had some company there. She's on the bed. She's on the bed, sleeping for now. Miss Bella being tardy with the food because it's after 4 o'clock. And they don't care. They want to eat. I'm surprised the littlest one, Kingo's, not in there giving her a hard time. Because he knows when it's time to eat, he'll tell you. And he usually starts telling you about 30 minutes beforehand. Which, it could have been what I thought he was whining because he wanted to go outside. But I can, it's hard for me, but I can manage to get them outside. But trying to go in there and get their food out for them, nah. It's hard to, I can only bend so far with my knee propped up on this walker rolling around the house. And it seems to be really hurting. I have a bony knee and I guess fairly bony legs, and if I don't get my leg on that, propped up on that rolling walker just right, then it hurts to be wheeling around with it on there. But yeah, I'm hoping to be able to move back downstairs after I go back and see the doctor. Just depends on what she tells me I'm allowed to do with the walking boot. Alright. Let me see. That looks like all the letter F, but I didn't. I'm going to have to get H back out because I missed some. I missed a bunch, but I missed some. There's a few I missed. Kind of hard to see them. Do the, alright, let's do the number 3. Better put the lid back on it. I'm really good at spilling stuff. Sorry, I got a call from my stepbrother, and Was busy talking, not paying attention, and went ahead and done all the E's. Okay, let's get the rest of this done. Alright, I need tea. Oh, and of course, I don't have enough wax on there to pick it up. Gotta be able to pick them big ones up. The big stones are a little harder to pick up. Really trying to figure out Friday Night's Live. I haven't. I got a couple of ideas, but I don't know. I might have to try a couple of them today and make sure my idea works before I do it on live. But we'll see. Hopefully it will. Come on, flip over. Bet I can do that again. Poured out just the right amount. Bet I couldn't do it again. Alright, next one is you. And I have one here that I didn't. It's either an E or I'm thinking it's a E. Try not to lose them or drop any of them because I don't know. Alright, I think what I'll do is get this side done and I'll pause and do the other side, and then I'll show you how I finish it. Now I know that there's several ways to finish them off. It's your preference. They do have some diamond, I forget what it's called. It's a liquid. It's a diamond liquid to seal the gems with. You could also, I seal mine a lot with Mod Podge. I believe it's gloss Mod Podge. Miss April said she sealed hers with UV resin. I don't know. I thought, I was afraid that UV resin would make it sticky, but I don't know. She did some. That's how I seen them. That's how I ended up getting them, because she did some. Alright. Let me show you this. There you go. We could zoom it back out some. There you go. Now the other side is this very same. So I will pause you and I will do the other side. I'll do the other side and then I'll bring you back and we can, I'll show you how I seal them. So let me pause you. I'll do that and then I'll bring you back and we'll seal it. Let me turn my sound back up. I turned it down. I was watching a live video and it was pretty loud, so I had to turn the sound down. Okay, this one is done, except for it needs to be sealed. Both sides are done. And I got one side of this done. And I'm working on the other side to finish it, so I can show you how I'm gonna seal them off. So we got a few more things to do on this one. Let's do the letter A first. Not very many, but a few left to do. I didn't want to bore y'all, so I wanted to do at least 2 of them on a video, but you know, I didn't want you to have to sit and watch me do the whole freaking thing, so I decided to do what I could do on it and then bring you back and finish this one off with you. Okay. And if you hear Miss Bella in there laughing, my granddaughter laughing, she's watching Medea, so she's gonna be laughing, I'm sure. It's one of her favorite shows to watch when she comes over, so. Pretty sure she doesn't watch it, doesn't get to watch it at home, so. I think that was all of A. I got quite a few. Oh, nope, it's not. It is not yet. Got to go around the center. Forgot about the center of it. I can zoom you in. I don't know that that makes any difference. I don't know that you can see what I'm doing. If I had the camera coming straight down overhead, maybe. Gonna have to figure out a different camera position for doing these, doing any diamonds, because you don't really get to see, and most people know how to do diamonds because most people do them. I've been doing them for a while. I don't know who showed me, or who. Might have been one of the girls, one of my granddaughters. Okay, I think that's all of A. I do like this little tray with the hole in the side, as long as you don't flip them too hard and flip them out of there while you're trying to work. I've done that too. Let's do the letter J next. Okay. J goes in the center here. Probably gonna have to get me some more. Gonna have to get me some more wax, I think, on my tool, because it doesn't wanna, not wanting to pick them up. So let me put some more wax on there. I don't know whether a lot of people use the brayer to roll theirs down. I do, because I have found that on a couple of my big diamond paintings I did, I started putting Mod Podge on them to seal them, and realized that I rolled or I pulled some diamonds up while I was putting the Mod Podge on. So when I first started doing it, I used a rolling pin, but it was kind of hard to use, a little bit too long to use. So I went back and looked at accessories and found me a smaller one and started using it. Okay, I think that's all of that one. Number 7 and L is all I have left. Get these number 7s in there. Yeah, I have been working on some stuff, and I had to stop for a little bit. Propping my foot up. Boy, sometimes it gets to aching. It don't ache. No, it's not really. Excuse me. It's not an ache. It's some sharp pains going through my foot. And then I put it down for a little while, and I can feel my toes are numb. So the only thing I can think of is I need to go take some ibuprofen, because I need an anti-inflammatory, because I think it's swelling. Yeah, I can only sit for so long. I hate taking medicine, really. I don't. My daughter-in-law brought me some ibuprofen, because I guess that's what that nurse said I was supposed to take in between the pain pills. Well, I haven't been taking the pain pills. I took them the first couple days until the pain subsided, and then I quit taking them. Well, problem is I'm okay as long as I don't get up and do a lot of moving around. If I do too much moving around, it is not just the foot they operated on. The other one gets to bothering me, because I'm using it so much trying to balance myself. So it starts hurting. Okay. Now, we do the L's, and we'll be ready to move on to the next process here. I did have my granddaughter go downstairs and bring me my little brayer roller up and my Mod Podge, because that's what I'm going to use to seal them with. Because that's, that's what I got. I have figured out, well, that one's weird, because it's clear. And you can see the letter right through it. No, I don't want to use that one. No. I don't want you to see the letter right through it. That's weird. It's 2 or 3 of them I've found that way. Try to look at the back of them and make sure they got silver on the back, because otherwise you're going to be able to see the letters through them. And I try my best to push them down, make sure they're stuck. But I will use that brayer on there. I won't roll it real hard, but I will roll it on there just to make sure everything's stuck down and it's not going to be coming off. All right. Let me put these back. And here's this one. Okay, so now let me get this out of the way and get my brush and my brayer. This is what I mean by a brayer. I'm assuming that's what it's called, or at least that's what I've heard it being called. I don't want my bag to blow away. So, I don't give it a lot of force, but I give it some force and roll it across. Usually a couple times in different directions, because I want to make sure that I'm not moving any of the stones and that they're all stuck down. And you want to do both sides. It's kind of hard to do. I normally would stand up and do this, but it's just not a good idea right now. Alright, so I've done that one, and I did not do this one, so come on. Okay. I'm pretty sure that most people don't think about doing this. I just want to make sure that my stones are staying stuck. I mean, you can only push them on there so hard. So I'm trying to make sure that they're staying stuck, and I'm ready to seal them. Okay. I will put the link for this, for the brayer, in there too. I got it off of Amazon. I think it was I was in a diamond painting accessory kit is what I got it in. Okay. Then I got gloss, Mod Podge. And I know she brought me up a brush. Yeah, she brought me up a pretty wide brush, but that's okay. Okay. I do seal them twice on both sides. I'll seal them, and then I will and I do go quite generously on the seal. I go around to I try not to go over the edges, But I do go to the edges because, you know, you never know if there's some sticky there. If there's sticky there, then you're not gonna want it like that. So I do go right to the edge. And like I said, I use a pretty generous coat because I want to make sure that those are coated so they stay on. Okay, here's that side. Gonna have to let that side dry first. You have to let that side dry before you flip it over and do the other side. Because that's just the way I've been doing it. I mean, I don't know. You might be able to open them up and prop them up and do both sides. I don't know. I haven't tried it that way yet. So far, I've just been doing it this way and trying not to make sure I, you know, get any of that glue into the little hinge on the back of it. But I do want to make sure the ends are covered as much as possible. Without running over. Okay. Now they just have to dry. They have to dry, and then we'll go on and do coat the other side, which I may just come back after I've got both sides coated, because there's no sense in me boring you with that again. And I'm gonna have to wash out my brush, so I have a clean brush to use, so I'm not. But I'll be back when it's finished. When we're finished, and I'll show you what they look like after they've had 2 coats on both sides. It may, yeah, this may not go up before Friday's live. I'm working on some stuff for Friday's live, but I don't really know what it's gonna be yet. I've got some ideas I want to try, so just depends on whether it works out or not. It's definitely gonna be probably some jewelry, but I got a couple ideas and I want to try them out and see what happens. So I'll be back when these are done, so I can show you I'll show you the finished product. Alright, welcome back. I think I put the last coat on the side of them, and I may have to check and see if I got some glue there, but that's okay. Here's this one, and that's coated. Coated twice on both sides. And then here's this one. And it's coated. And very cute. Alright, so that video's done. I gotta figure out my video for my Friday night live, which I don't know what it's gonna be yet, but I had to rewrite my shout out list, and it keeps getting longer and longer. I gotta figure out how to put it on there so it'll just scroll, or put it in my description, because it gets longer. Wanda's Plus Creations, Stacy _ the Crafty Cat, Res C. Liz, India Brady Art, Art by me, Andrew Walker, Coral Marines Resin Art, Butch's Resin Creations, June's House of Crafts, My Love of Crafts, Reptiles in Resin, Jaybird Resin Art, at Julia's Crafty Chaos, at Artsy Doodles 1, Amy's Resin Corner, Epoxy Me That, created Crafting with Carla, Billy Holman Creations, Patricia's Crafty Corner, Kat Johnson, Easel Does It Studio, Mini Scenes GB, Custom Created Handmade Crafts, Cynthia's Crafts and More, Gert Creates, Dragon in Dresses Craftsorium, Blessed Epoxy by Amy, at Resin Artists, Martha's Craft Room, Marvelous Artsy, Missouri Mama, Creepy Crafts, Resin Me Up, The Blue Elephant Gifts, Heart Creations by Renee, Lori, aka Midwest Meemaw, Ruby's Resin Studio, Mama's Madhouse Creations, that's Gail Hinky, Laney's Crafting Creations, Bear and the Boss Lady, and you should check out their wood carving, Deland's Handmade Woodworking, Amy Jo, Dot's Whittling, Professor Rusty's Workshop, and Rhinestone Suzanne. And if I missed anybody that I regularly have on my list, it's because my board is downstairs and I can't get to it right now. So I tried to go through all my subscribers or people that I watch and write, everybody down, but I might have missed somebody, and I'm sorry if I did. I think tomorrow night's gonna be some sort of jewelry. I don't know what. With UV resin. So I will see y'all tomorrow night at 6. Bye for now.